So we're a very, very green city to live in. And this is like being in the countryside when you walk into these parks, you know. It's very, very easy to forget you're in the middle of a city of 9 million people. And Regent's Park, most definitely one of the largest of these parks. So guys, that's it, the two cities, the city of Westminster and the city of London. The city of Westminster is religion and politics and royalty, and the city of... And they have to take a flying car, right? And the flying car takes off from in front of this station. So what they did in Hollywood, you know, they used a bit of camera trickery, because actually King's Cross Station is this next one on the left. Traditionally come to celebrate New Year and to spend New Year's Eve. Important political and religious demonstrations and celebrations. Soldiers, yeah, they are on ceremonial duty today, but they are essentially guarding the entrance to Horse Guards and Queen Elizabeth. Look left, but there is a Big Ben. Big Ben does exist, and many people call that Big Ben. But what specifically do you think is Big Ben? It is the bell inside the tower. The bell inside the tower, which weighs 13.5 tons, is Big Ben. The tower itself is the Elizabeth Tower, but as you can see, a long overcoat, leaning on a cane. Who do you think that is? Perhaps the most famous Prime Minister this country ever had. His name? Sir Winston George Washington. She is the head of state of 17 other countries around the world, as well as this. And if you then include overseas British territories, places like the Cayman Islands, blue and red flag, divided into 4 parts. Each quarter, each part of that flag would represent the 4 countries which together form the United Kingdom. England, Scotland, Wales. Which is called Byzantine, right? Which is heavily influenced from places like Turkey and the Middle East and Eastern Greece. And that is a Byzantine church. It's quite full at the moment, but it's not completely full. Look, because you can see that the top of the green, the walls, the slime, the moss on either side, that's how high the river actually gets. Yeah. Beautiful view. Coca-Cola own it now. To begin with, it was owned by British Airways, right? In fact, the looking down over London, they're a wonderfully romantic view. That's become a very popular place for boys to get down on one knee. The nickname of this bridge is the Ladies' Bridge. This bridge is known as the Ladies' Bridge because it was built in 1943 during World War II by a lot of bombs that fell on London during World War II. Now, World War II was a catastrophic event all around the world. You don't need me to tell you that. It was a horrific, a pedestrian bridge. The nickname of this bridge is the Harry Potter Bridge. Look to your right hand side, just let that red bus pass, he's in a bit of a hurry. Look to your right hand side, just past the Christmas tree, straight down there. Harry Potter fans, do you recognise that bridge from one of the movies? Keep looking in the distance on the right hand side. Yeah? Yeah. Short space of time. If you, for example, were to go to Paris on one of your travels one day, and see their most famous cathedral, which is called Notre Dame Cathedral, a church which, as you may well know, this year has been in the headlines. You'll be exploring by yourselves, okay? I'm not allowed to guide in the Jewel House, you're not allowed to take pictures in the Jewel House. UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific
Master of the house, told chilling in the chop, ready with an air trick in an open pot. Makes a little stir, pours a little spice. Customers appreciate bundle.
To afford buying those houses, they started adding extra space and living spaces behind it. So the facade looks very nice and clean and regular, but behind the facade, station. So that is a very well communicated town. That's a train station, yes. That Alan told us about the conquerors, William the Conqueror from Normandy. So to make it even, it was once a month usually. Not every day, but once a month, and it was a very small kingdom, so they were bound to run out of people as well. But on the first time, they put all voluntarily sacrificing themselves to save the village. So on the first time that they took a paper